What a fun night here. That third quarter, maybe the best of the entire year, given all the circumstances and everything that went into it. It just was dominant. You could feel it in the arena. Denver hit their shots. It was a vibey quarter to be in attendance for because it just was nonstop celebration. So it felt good. It was fun to be here tonight. I don't know what Vote's been doing here that they've been so bad, but they were very motivated to see me, I think.
I put all my energy into that one Celtics game, and it was worth it.
That was it.
That's very powerful of you. David Adelman, let's get to the locker room. David Adelman said what this game really means is that we won the season series. And I think it's something you don't really think about because we're just thinking about riding the ship, but that is another team that Denver has a tiebreaker against. And then when you think about how close everything is in the standings, it's a big deal that Denver gets this one and now has the tiebreaker. He did warn, however, he did say that there's still some rough patches ahead. He said that there's still going to be some ups and downs to the season. They have to build on this. They have to get better. But he mentioned Peyton Watson's coming back soon. He's going to take an adjustment period. The whole team is going to have an adjustment period when they rework their rotation. And one of the things he said was that we'll make decisions speaking about the rotation in the lineup, we'll make decisions as we go. Who makes the best combinations and what units we are going to use. I just need guys to understand what we're doing is for the best of the team. It felt like excitement from Adelman, but also a warning to both the fan base and to the team of we are about to be hit with another adjustment and in the form of Peyton Watson coming back, Aaron Gordon's minutes going up, and we're still adjusting to the new reality, which is that we have more guys than are going to be able to play. Everybody stick with it, but our best days are ahead. He was very appreciative of Cam Johnson. He said he thought he continued to be aggressive. He did cite, as he always does, that he tries to make the perfect play too often. But he said tonight, more impressively, 2 blocks, 2 steals. He did a little bit of everything. This was one of Cam Johnson's best nights of the entire year.
I was going to say, I feel like Adelman's kind of underselling Cam Johnson's game tonight a little bit. He was incredible.
Yeah. Did you tell Adelman he got the game ball from DNVR?
Let me be clear. He praised him, but he was asked about Cam Johnson and why he had a breakout tonight when he had been struggling. So that was in response to that. And he said, I think he sometimes is, he's trying to make the perfect play, but tonight he was decisive.
Absolutely.
He also came to the defense of Christian Braun and says, we all need to take a breath and realize who CB's been guarding this week. He's been incredible. These are all-star Hall of Fame players. He said, I think his explosion is still coming, meaning athletically, but I do think the speed and conditioning that he's known for, you saw that tonight. Kind of coming to his defense for obviously getting cooked by Shea last night, but holding Kevin Durant to 11 points right after that is a phenomenal bounce-back performance.
Yep.
Cam Johnson was interesting. He hasn't had many podium games this year. I don't know how many times, Vote, you've had him to the podium, but I don't think it's been too many. So it was kind of nice to get to talk to him today. And he was asked if there's still enough time for the Nuggets to get it together. And he said yes. And he was asked why he believes that. And he says, 1, because I have faith in who we are and what we're doing. And 2, because we've seen it already, especially earlier. It might have only been a few weeks, but we had training camp, we had preseason, and now just kind of getting back to that. But it was, he was very resolute. Like, yes, of course, I still believe in the absolute ceiling of this team, and we just have to be back to what we saw at the beginning of the year. I asked him if he feels like he's still trying to figure out what his role and rhythm is and where to fit in, or if he knows and now it's just about executing it and getting comfortable doing that. And he was very thoughtful about it, and he said there's definitely still an element of figuring it out. And it kind of changes a little bit from here just based on how we're playing and who's playing. So I thought this answer was actually pretty revealing because it was his way of basically saying, I'm still trying to figure out what my contribution is to the team. Not that I'm just trying to be more aggressive or this or that, but I'm still trying to figure that out. And then said, hey, like when Peyton comes back, it probably changes again. That's how I interpreted that comment. So kind of an interesting one from him. But he did say that he feels like he's getting a clear picture and it allows him to be more decisive. And decisiveness is key for him. He also said everyone is going through the same thing, asking where can we all contribute best to this team. So it feels like he feels a part of what everybody else is, which is, hey, we're still trying to form a collective identity and everyone is sort of like trying to figure that out together. Lastly, we got CB. And he, CB is always pretty brief in some of his explanations, but he said on his confidence for the team, we've just got to get healthy and we've got to play games together and get a rhythm. That's the key. But everybody talked about this game. Adelman, Cam, and CB all talked about this game as a great first step. Like, this felt like a settle down game. This was what we're supposed to look like, how we're supposed to play, and so on and so forth. And it was all about, this was great. Let's use this as a turning point for the season, which I think is the right message. The Nuggets looked phenomenal, the best they've looked in months. And what do you know? The starting lineup back together again, and the starting lineup absolutely crushed in their minutes tonight, which is very encouraging.
For sure, man. I mean, we've been talking about it. This looks like the team from the beginning of the season again. This is the team that we envisioned and that opened the season.
And now they get that game Adam's been warning us about for like 3 weeks. Spurs
and it
tomorrow.
Seems like Adelman's warning us about too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely. He definitely brought up in the pregame and in the postgame that we'll probably get in at 5 a.m. this morning for that game.
Yeah.
So he's setting the table. But I'll tell you what, the Nuggets did not use that much effort tonight. They got their job done early, and so I think there's a little hope that tomorrow night will be an interesting one and they'll compete. And if you get that win tomorrow,
it's on.
I mean, we're for real back.
Well, and last thing I was going to ask you, did you get any inclination on if AG or Jamal would play tomorrow?
No, no inclination on that. We'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, Adelman did really overly stress how difficult this challenge will be just getting the team there before sunrise. So we'll see how they play it out. I really have no idea what to expect there.
All right, man. Good stuff.
Good
Great
stuff,
win.
Adam.
See you later.
What a win, boys.
What a win.